Ladies and gentlemen, take a wee line there for the honoured guest, Twink. Take a road through there, please. Could you have the platform party up here, please? The festival committee, please. Take a passage there for the honoured guest, Twink, please. All the members of the festival committee, please, up to the platform, please. Give her room to get out now, please. Big hand for Twink, the honoured guest. Big room now for the Lady Mayoress, the fourth Lady Mayoress of Clonlea, please. Could have our chairman now, Mr. Paddy McKenny, please. Could have the outgoing Lord Mayor, Mr. Woolley Lynch, up here too, please. Mr. Woolley Lynch, the outgoing Lord Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, attention for a few moments, please. I'd like to welcome you all here to the 4th Lifford Clonlea Festival. Everyone's welcome and hope we're all happy here tonight. It's my duty here tonight as Vice Chairman of the Lifford Clonlea Festival to introduce us to our first speaker. And it's a great privilege and a great honour for me here tonight to introduce us to this man. A man who works very hard all winter, through the winter months, and keeps everything rolling for the Festival Committee. That man is Paddy McKenny, our chairman. Thank you, Charlie. Reverend Father, Lady Mayoress, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you all here this evening on the 4th occasion of the opening of our annual festival. I would like to welcome you especially this year. The fact that we have a Lady Mayoress and we have a lady opening the festival. It makes it a slightly different occasion this time. There's a change, a variety. So, I sincerely hope that James Dolan doesn't shake the clouds too much, because I think everyone has... We were just talking there a short time ago about, was everyone here yet? When someone said to me, yes, everyone's here except the rain, and it's about to come. So we better hurry up and get finished before the rain comes down. I certainly hope when I welcome you to the festival, I hope you have a very enjoyable, which you all deserve, a very enjoyable 3 days. There are 3 days to come, and I hope you all enjoy it very much. And please do enjoy the 3 days that are to come. Now, there are a number of people I would like to thank. This apparently always takes too long, but I can't help it. There's a number of people that I have to thank. There are a number of groups of people that I have to thank, and I feel that I have this duty to do every year. So without further ado, I'm going to get moved straight into it. First of all, I have to thank all you people, all the people of the community for their continued generosity over the years, especially the way they showed it through their respective candidates in the mayoral contest, the people who contributed so generously, the people who helped in any way. I thank them all very much for what they have done. And I hope that they get what they really deserve, an enjoyable 3 days. That sounds better. I want to thank all the people who helped in any way, all the people who offered help. And now that would include people who helped to provide transport of people to the Senior Citizens Party, the transport of materials, the transport of people in general, providing transport and the help in any way. There was also transport provided to the sheepdog trials last week. I want to thank everyone identified with all these things and for their help and for their generosity. Thank you all very much indeed. And I think when I talk about the transport of people and materials, there are people will still be dependent on the goodwill of some people. Or some materials still to be transported, and I'm sure that will be provided for us. I would like to thank the people who, the businesses and firms of the district. Now, there's no way I can compete with that, but I'll certainly do my best. The sponsorship, the businesses and firms, for their generous sponsorship, I thank you very much. The people who provided us with land and premises for various events and functions, again, offer my thanks to them too. And that would include Father McGahey, the parish priest, who makes the community centre available, and Dean Reid, who makes the parish hall available. And I'm thanking those two gentlemen on behalf of the communities, and that includes everyone. There was a group of people who provided help in erecting the stage that we're standing on. Thank them very much, for that was hard work. There are people who always come out generously to do this kind of work. Thank them very much for what the help that they've given in their contribution to the festival. The people who provided the bunting. You look around, you see how well the town is decorated, and you must remember the woman who made them. I'm not going to mention a woman from the committee. It wouldn't be fair to take any names from the committee, but there are someone and someone very close to her, and a group of all our helpers. A group of all our helpers, young people, went out and helped to erect these transport climbing poles, and it's very encouraging when you see people from Monday evening on up on a ladder decorating the town for a festival. I would like to thank Sergeant Fitzpatrick and the guards for their continued support. They have made an excellent job of policing the festival, helping to man traffic. Their cooperation in general is very much appreciated by me and by the committee, and I'm sure by the entire community. So thank you very much. I also want to thank the people very dear to me, the people who I have worked with this past 5 or 6 months. That is the members of the committee who are standing here around me, and there may be some of them absent, but if they are, they're with us in heart. I thank the members of the committee, can compliment them, praise them, congratulate them for the magnificent job they've done, for the cooperation, and for the common sense that they have used in presenting a festival which I am sure will be equally as good as the last, if not indeed better. And finally, to anyone who helped in any way, I may have left someone out. I regret it if I have, but I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for all that they have done for us. Now there are 3 people that I have got to give special mention to. Our present newly elected Mayoress, Myra Freed. Myra is the first lady to ever contest the election, and she went on to win it. I appreciate and congratulate the effort made by this woman and the huge sum, or the enormous sum of money that she made available to the festival funds. And I look forward to see her performing her duties during the festival. I'm sure she can do that admirably, and all the duties that are required from her during the year. I hope she has a very happy time, and I hope she has a pleasant time. And I thank her again, from the bottom of my heart, Myra. Thank you very much. I now would like to pay my tribute to Martin Gallagher. And again, I have to give Martin all the credit due to him, and to all the people who worked with him and helped him, and the magnificent team of workers that he had. Myra had a magnificent team of workers, so had Martin. Now Martin has now what we would call the first young person, the first person to represent the youth. And we have all got great faith in the youth and the youth of the community. And they have an able leader, I think, who is undoubtedly or unquestionably regarded now as the natural leader of the youth of this community. He certainly, as I said earlier, he is a credit to Porthall. Yes, but not only Porthall. This is a community which extends from Sully Bridge, from the bottom of Porthall, on the border of Carrickmore, to Gotchen South, to Boga, Ballybogan, and the town of Lifford itself. He is the natural leader of the youth for that whole area. Yes, Martin Gallagher, you are a credit to all that. And I thank you. No words of mine would be adequate to thank you. Now, the other contestant, Josie Gamble, who's also on the platform with us tonight. Josie, you have carried out a campaign along with the others for the past 10 weeks. You have raised, like the others, a respectable sum of money. You've made it available to festival funds. You've travelled a great distance doing your best. And now we hope you have earned a well-deserved rest. So Josie, I thank you most sincerely for what you have done for the festival funds, what you have done for the people, and you and the people who work with you. Now, I must turn to the very distinguished guest that we have with us this year. I said it was fitting that Myra was to be our mayoress, because Myra is a very suitable lady for the job of mayoress. She certainly complements the very beautiful, the very talented, and the very attractive Twink. I'm not asking you to speak yet, Twink. Twink, as you know, has made fame on stage through the ballrooms of Ireland over a number of years. She has been a very popular performer, a person much in demand. But her greatest achievement, so far as we, the public, are concerned, that is the non-dancing public we knew her years gone back. Well, of course, I'm only young. That was long before my... And we know her by her appearances and by her very able act in the live mic show. We are very proud and honoured to have her with us. We hope she has a pleasant evening with us, and I'm sure the people of this community, who are so generous to everyone, will also extend that great hand of hospitality and a warm heart to our esteemed guest of honour this evening. Now, I hope that I have covered everything. I will be introducing a few speakers later on. There are a few people you've got to hear, a few people maybe I'm sure you want to hear. I hope you want to hear us all. But now I'm going to call on Father McConlogue, who has, as I said, been a member of our committee, and who is a special member of our committee. For he is the person who inspired us with the idea of having a festival in the first place. He was the one who sowed the seed which grew to this magnificent flower which is assembled here in the Diamond this evening. Father McConlogue was the one man who put that idea and that thought into our minds. He got us organised and kept us working. And many times I felt that he was being a bit hard on us, but he kept us going, and that was the result we have. Now we're glad he did it. So Father McConlogue, would you please come forward? Before you do, Father, I would like to say that Father McConlogue, I hope he will be with us for another 10 years. He's not made the PP for another 10 or 15. First of all, there are two reasons. First of all, he's too young to be PP. And then when you become a PP, you see, you don't have time to do these things. But then, as it goes, I hope when he passes on that he will be remembered. It was like the person who was walking through a graveyard somewhere and they were reading the inscriptions written on the tombstones, and one of them was Father John Murphy, rest in peace, parish priest and decent man. And this woman was looking at it and she says, wouldn't you wonder why they buried those two in the same ground? So I'm going to introduce you not to your parish priest, but to our beloved curate and decent man, Father McConlogue.
Can we look around and look for that decent, loved man, wherever he is? I at least have one admirer down there calling for me to be changed. As one who used to grace this platform, I don't know whether grace is the right word or not. One Scranny Fields there is calling for my neck. But he forgets that tonight I have the microphone. He had it before, I have it tonight. But anyway, I'll just address you as assembled friends. And it's nice to see you all. As Paddy says, it's very difficult to compete with that, because he's nearer the heavens than I am. But as I said, it's nice to be here on the platform once again for the fourth time. And it's true to say every year as we prepare for a festival, there's always some trepidation and fear in one's mind that maybe this year it won't come off, that something will happen. And there, the lie of that there is before me tonight. The lie is there, the fact that so many people again have assembled to open Clonlee Festival once again. In the very beginning, our purpose, or my purpose initially, was to try and form community and to give a bit of light relief to people in this community. And I hope that we have in some way achieved those two ends, that we have a better sense of community in our parish now than we had before we had a festival. And that for the next few days, that everyone, young and old, will have some fun, some crack, because that's the purpose, to give fun and happiness to the biggest number of people possible. And so the program, as you know, is many and varied, and I hope there is something to cater for the needs of everyone in our community. And as Paddy says, you didn't come here to listen to all of us, but those are things that I would like to say that I hope that we have achieved some sense of community among all the people in this parish, and Paddy gave you the boundaries of the parish, and indeed we welcome those who have come from other parishes and outsiders to be part of the beginning of this, the fourth festival in Lifford, Clonlee. And just to reiterate what Paddy had said, I would like to thank him as chairman since we first initiated the festival for the marvellous work that he has done. The amount of time and energy that that man expends for the good of this community is beyond my words to say. I suppose it's true that Paddy and myself and people like us on the forefront get all the praise and get all I suppose people know who we are, but people generally don't know who the majority of the committee are and the marvellous work that they do. And if you look at them there, you know who they are. They're part of this community, all of them. And indeed, you people out there should be very proud to have people like those who represent you and who work so long and so hard to help to organise something for your benefit. So I think that this committee generally, from the chairman down, deserves your appreciation. And I think the best way that you can show your appreciation during these few days is to give them your support, to support the various events. And could you also, all of you, finally, ask the man above to grace us with good weather for the next few days, because I suppose particularly the younger people, they are still, I suppose they have still their first innocence, many of them. The rest of us, I don't know whether we can say that for the rest of us. We have all something to account for, but maybe the children and all of us could ask the good Lord, give us good weather, help us to enjoy a few days of light relief and have a bit of happiness in our community. Thank you very much. God bless you and may you have a good time.
Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Our Lady Mayoress, Myra Friel. I hope you understand that Myra may be a little nervous. This is her first time to grace a platform with before such a huge crowd. So Myra will have a few words to say. Please give her a big round of applause. Give her what she deserves.
Good evening, Reverend Father, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, and especially our guest star this evening, Twink, which I hope that you will enjoy for the next few hours. And I would like to thank us all especially for working so hard for me this evening and every other evening for the past few weeks. And, oh God almighty, I'm bundling ears. Oh, sorry for you, Father. I'm a bundle of the earth standing here. I would like to thank the outgoing candidate, Willie Lynch, especially. And my true... Oh, God almighty, my legs are split. And my true running mates, which they worked so hard. And I am delighted that they done so well for themselves. And I'd like to thank my workers what put me here to this evening, which I am delighted to receive the chain. And I also like to thank the committee for the beautiful present that I received on Saturday night in Banbrit. So I don't think there's much more I could say. There's plenty, but I'm too nervous just at this time and such a big crowd. So I hope you will all enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening, and I hope to see you in the near future. God bless you all.
And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Martin here. Martin, the man I say you also want to hear, the man that you must hear, Martin Gallagher. Martin, I understand Martin has, quite like Myra, has gained quite a bit of experience in speech making this last 10 weeks too. I noticed there he was, because the words were starting to flow from him very fluently the last couple of weeks. So Martin, when that passes, I will let you, I'll let you get on with it, Martin. Please, a big round of applause now for Martin Gallagher. Right, Martin.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank Father McConlogue, Mr. Chairman, and Twink, and especially you, ladies and gentlemen, for all your good support during the last few weeks. I think nearly everyone in the community attended one of my functions, and I hope everybody enjoyed them, because that's the main idea of the whole thing, is enjoyment. I'd like to thank the people of Port Hall, Smoky, for their great support. I'd like to thank the people of Lifford who attended all my functions, and done plenty of work. And there's one man I especially like to thank, is Willie Lynch, because during the last few weeks, Willie gave me a bit of encouragement. And there's no man has worked as hard for this community and give as much. I've given my time, I've given money, but Willie Lynch has given his health. And I think he deserves a round of applause from this community, and a good round of applause at that. I'd like to congratulate Myra on her victory, and congratulate Josie on his fundraising. And I'd also like to thank Joe O'Neill and his wife for the use of the hall. I'd like to thank Frank McBurdy, Michael Bannigan for the use of the field for the sports, and anybody else that's given me donations throughout the last few weeks. Thank you all very, very much. That's all I can say.
Now, I would like to let you hear our former Lord Mayor, Willie Lynch. And we never can forget Willie for the contribution that he made to the community in 1983 or 1982. Willie came in to the thick of it, a very short campaign. Willie was elected Lord Mayor, performed his duties so well. He became a credit, he became a legend here. Willie will never be forgotten for all he has done and for the way he performed his duties as Mayor. So now, I ask you to bear with me and put your hands together and welcome our former Lord Mayor, Willie Lynch.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I would like to join in with Mr. Chairman and welcoming here this evening our very distinguished guest, Twink. I would also like to congratulate Myron on her election as the first Lady Lord Mayoress of the Lifford Festival. To Myron, her husband Charlie, and all her family, I do wish them the very best in the near future. I would also like to congratulate the other two candidates who worked so hard to make this festival the success that it's going to be. I would also like to go back and thank all those people who supported me last year and worked so hard for me to make it possible 12 months ago that I was standing here with the chain around my neck, which I honoured very much. I would also like to thank all those organisations that invited me to their functions throughout the year. I would also like to say a few words about, it's left me now what I was going to say. No, it wasn't going to lie about it. Well, it's come back to my mind now. And that is, I would like to say a word of thanks to all those kind people who sent me mass bouquets and get well cards. The time that I had my accident, I thought it very nice of them. I would also like to thank the festival committee for the card that they sent me, a get well card that they sent me, with all their names wrote on it, I did think it was a very nice gesture. So I hope that it's all appreciated as I have appreciated it anyhow. So, before I do finish, as Father McConnell says, always say a wee prayer that the weather keeps up now until the festival's over. So thank you all very much.
And now I understand Josie has decided to say a few words. Josie's a bit nervous going to the public, and he's a bit reluctant, so now he's decided he better say a few words.
All I want to say, and I was sick on Saturday night, I didn't turn up on Saturday night, and I want to say, I want to thank all my supporters who never got there on Saturday night to thank. So I'm very nervous. I haven't very much to say, so I want to thank everybody here, Twink, Father McConnell, and Martin Garner, and my friends. So that's all I've got to say. I can't say it anymore. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. And now it's coming to the time for our official opening. And I think that's all the speaking. Isn't that everyone? I think that's all the speaking that has to be done. And I have a great pleasure. This is a very pleasant duty this year, as it always has been, to present the celebrity who comes to open the festival. And I'm sure you're all looking forward eagerly to see Twink. You've already seen her. She's looking very beautiful. She's a very talented performer. As goes, her name is known the length and breadth of Ireland, and indeed far beyond. So let us give her one of the greatest welcomes she's ever got anywhere. She has opened festivals, she tells me, in several parts of Ireland, from Cork to Donegal. And let us this be one of her finest achievements. By the way, she is received by the people of Lifford and Clonlee. So please put your hands together again and give Twink a very worthy round of applause. And now, I hand you over to Twink, the one and only Twink.
My goodness, what can I say after that? There's hardly anything left to say except good evening and hello. And listen, I must tell you, this is an absolute delight, because when I came in here today, Paddy was saying to me, do you know Donegal at all? Have you ever been up here around this part of... Now really, you know, you think I came down to the last cloud and there's enough of those around. I have played in Donegal since I was the size of these wee nippers round here. I don't know if anybody out there that's not afraid to give away the years may remember three little maggots years and years ago called Maxie, Dick and Twink. Do you remember those? And we came up here and we played in all the places. And then I remember playing in Lifford with Brendan Boyer and the Big Eight. Anybody remember dancing to the Big Eight? And then I played for many years with a fine big strapping fella from County Monaghan called Paddy Cole. And I played in so many places in Donegal. I mean, this is hard to believe, but we actually practically lived in Bundoran. And we played in Muff and Lifford, and I was talking about the Astoria, and I was asking, was Terman and was Letterkenny still going? And this fella has the cheek to say to me, do you know anybody in Donegal? So I feel it's almost like coming back home. However, it's many, many years since I've been around this part of the world. And as I said, the last time I was here, I was lucky now if I met 6 people in the local chipper. Because that's how long ago it was. But it's absolutely lovely to be back, because the funny thing about doing mostly television is that suddenly, after all the years of travelling everywhere, suddenly the travelling is all over. And you never get back around the country. And even though you do television, you always tend to think that everybody has kind of forgotten about you. So it's lovely to come back in, and I must say, after all these years, the Donegal hospitality hasn't changed one iota. It's as good as ever. And no better proof of that now, whatever about people who are officially sent to meet you. And my goodness, it's a long time since I've been driven in a Cadillac. I thought that was terribly posh, actually. Very nice. So I don't know where Pat is. I thought it was lovely. Actually, I thought the air escort was for me when I was coming in. But did you notice how clever? I tell you, the clergy have it all worked out. I figured that when Paddy McKinney was talking, one plane went over. When Myra was talking, I noticed there was 2 of them going over. Did you notice when Father Dennis was talking, 4 of them went over? I tell you, there's no flies on it. I'm expecting the entire Finner camp to fly over now before I'm finished. Anyway, when I was coming in here today, I was going to say to you that apart from the official welcomes, which are very, very nice, I must, if you'll forgive me, I must make reference to one particular gentleman down there who gave me what I call a real genuine welcome. Because Paddy and I in the car were discussing. I was saying to him, what is the name of the place that I used to sing in up here? I can't remember. And we passed by and he says, I'll tell you, see, there it is there now, the Horseshoe Inn. And I said, the very place, but by Jove, it's gotten a facelift. It looked fantastic. And I said, it didn't look like that when I played there. And the next thing, we drive across the road, and a big fella comes out of a doorway, and his name was Barney McKinley. And he says, where'd you ever see your girl? I tell you, he says, I'll be down to see you tonight, girl. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to shave and put the good jacket and tie on, says, don't do that for everybody. So I figure that's a pretty genuine welcome to get. And I hadn't seen Barney for years, and I was saying to Paddy, what was the man's name that was great fun? It was Bernard. As true as God, the words weren't out of my mouth. And there he was standing with the braces saying, what about you, girl? So, and he said, fine girl you are. So, for a piece of genuine, he has something to shout. Shout away, Barney. He says, I must tell you what he's saying to me, actually. I'll have to explain that to you now, in case you didn't get the gist of that. This is the very first time that I have been able to come somewhere like Donegal, and I have been lucky enough to be accompanied on this trip. And this is for the benefit of all the ladies, all the softies in the audience. Because, you see, do you have a look at the sparkler now? You see that there? Didn't I get engaged to be married? And this is the first time I've been lucky enough to bring my fiancé, David Agnew, with me, and that's him standing there. Now, this is what I must tell you what Barney was roaring at me. Because he was chatting away to me and holding my hand in the window. And the next thing he catches sight of David in the front of the car, he says, this wouldn't be the chop, would it, Twink? And I said, I'm afraid it is, Barney. Oh, not to worry about that wee girl, he says, I'll not be long about getting rid of him tonight. So that's what he's waving fists up at David for. So anyway, as I said to you, it is absolutely, I can't believe I've been so many years away, because coming up today I was thinking, God, I mean, what am I going to say to these people? And will they remember me after all these years? But I would like to start, people usually finish by saying thank you very much for your hospitality. But I would like to start by saying thank you very much indeed for the lovely welcome I was shown. My God, it tears the cockles of your heart. It's wonderful. But I would also like to say that how pleased I was to hear from Paddy that you've had a succession of male guest artists. You've got Morris O'Doherty? Frank Carson, hi. And he's the real Twinkle Toes. I was delighted to hear I was the first lady to come up and say hello to you and open the festival. And I was doubly delighted to hear, this is a real year for firsts for Lifford. I was also, Anthony, I was delighted to hear that you had a lady mayoress, because that's a real first for you. And of course, I will only just add to the congratulations that everybody has given all round, because I think it's very tough odds to get out there as a lady and do all that. Even a good backup committee, you have to have somebody strong out front. And I say heartiest congratulations to Myra. God love her, my heart went out to her with a bit of paper. I tell you, Myra, I'll talk to you about this later. I have found out over the years there's divil a bit of use of writing anything on bits of paper, because no matter what you write, you inevitably end up saying exactly the opposite to what you wrote. So you're better off writing nothing because you don't remember anything. But poor Almora, I turned round and I said to Martin, not realising he was her husband, thank God I wasn't saying anything bad, says I should, God help her. I said the heart is crossways in her. And then I got a dig from Father Denny, says, you know that's her husband. Thank God I wasn't saying anything wrong. Actually, he used a lovely Donegal word that I haven't heard in ages. Because down in boring old Dublin, we call everything beside or opposite. But when I was talking about Barney, he was saying, who can't hear you? And I said, you know Barney, that's connected to Husher? He says, oh yes, says he, of course, sure, he lives for Nensted. I haven't heard that for years. Anyway, I was going to say, however, with all my congratulations to Myra, I would like to say that there's unfortunately, such is the way of the world, is there always has to be a first place, and there always has to be second and third. Doesn't happen all the time. It changes around. It's somebody else's turn next year. But it's Myra's turn this year. However, I would like to say a special congratulations because I made a few inquiries with some young people I met this afternoon in the hotel. And I hear there's a very popular young man with the kiddies called Martin. Would I be right? And all I can say is not a bit of wonder, isn't he a fine-looking fella? Says I to myself when I saw him, I should have come up on my own. Sorry, David. However, I would like to say a special hello to the young people here today because I suppose over the years, I keep saying to my mother, God, it's amazing. I was walking in my local supermarket the other day, and this little thing about this size could hardly walk. And she came up and she said, Twink. And I said, hello. She said, can I have your autograph? And I said, what? Can I have your autograph? So I said, of course you can. Will you write it on my hand? So I said, well, I'll give you a picture. Would you like? Oh, that should be lovely. So I said to her, how old are you? She said, 7 and a bit months. And she walked away and I said to my mother, do you know what it is? I said, I'm getting old and my fan club's getting younger. So I would like to say that I have spent a few years, because when I started doing television shows and live mic spots, I always felt that the younger people were not very well catered for on television. And I decided there was enough catering for the adults, so I tried to sort of strike a happy medium of keeping the adults happy, but amusing the kids. And I am sick to the teeth of listening on the radio and reading in the papers how dreadful and violent and vicious and awful the youth of Ireland are today. I think they're terrific. I think that's a load of rubbish. And God love them if they're being dreadful. They must be sick being told how awful they are. So when I'm looking around at this collection here in the front, I had a wee one in the front. She said, Twink, give us a wink, hi. And she's been roaring that at me for 20 minutes. So I see them all done out in their costumes. And I know there's great activities lined up. Oh my goodness, I hear you've got a pet show tomorrow. Is it Saturday? Well, I have a little mutt with me in the car, a little owl. It's like a Brillo pad on legs. But she's lovely. She travels everywhere with me. Paddy was trying to be very polite today, pretending he didn't notice her mucky paws jumping over and back in his car. Oh, all right, Twink, there's no problem. I'm sure the poor man was having double heart failure. However, I would like to... also I heard you're having a marathon. I'm disgusted. I was saying to Paddy's son, what's your son, Porrick? Kevin. I have to get this... Wait a minute, you have to bear with me. I have to get this accent back now. It's taken me a few years, so I'll be brushing up my Donegal accent before I go home. But I found out that Kevin is running in the... How many brave souls here are running in the marathon? Let me have a look at you. One, that's wonderful. I'm very impressed. Oh, my God, is there more than one entrant? Let me have a look at who is going to break a leg and have a run in the marathon. 2, that's wonderful. This is going to be the quietest marathon. I think I'll join it myself and my dog. Anyway, I hear you have a marvellous few days lined up. And I wouldn't worry if I were you about the weather. The whole trick is you have to think positive. Don't think rain, because when we got here today, I said to Paddy, it was very kind of misty and miserable coming up through Sligo. And Paddy was saying, that's looking desperate. I hope that doesn't last. Paddy, stop. Don't talk about the rain now. Think positive. And you see, you have himself here, you see. You have Father D to have the quiet word up above. They have amazing powers. You see, just open a window and shout up, you know. And there's a great saying down in Dublin. I remember a little old woman. She was about 70-something years of age. And she was one of the dealers, the fruit dealers, down in Moore Street in Dublin. And it was my very first year with the live mic. And we were going out filming, talking to people in the street with the microphone. And the heavens opened. It absolutely lashed rain. So we had to put the cameras and everything away. And we lost hours. Eventually breaking the clouds. And at about 3 o'clock we went back out of the cameras. And this little old dear said to me, there you are, she is back out now to do a bit of filming. So I said, we are indeed, she. I hope it is fine for you. I said, I hope it does too. I said, that was dreadful this morning. She shall what matter, a bit of rain never killed anyone. And she said, you can't let rain dampen your spirits. And she agreed, saying, my mother taught me. And remember this now, if it rains during the 3 days. She, God never shut one door, but that he opened a row of cottages. So if it rains, you can remember that. Anyway, it leaves me very, very little to do, because I know you've been listening to speeches all night, and I know there's an awful lot to do in the town this evening. I believe I have places to visit. And I believe I have the honourable job of crowning the Festival Queen this evening, is that right? Or at the golden hour of midnight, some Cinderella will become Festival Queen. So all I can say to you is, thank you very, very much, each and every one of you, for turning out this evening. I think it's a great credit to you, and indeed to the people. I've been introduced to everybody, but I know that you know them better than I do. So suffice to say that all the ladies and gentlemen up here have worked. I know what goes into planning something like this, and they have worked so very hard for each and every one of you. And I don't have to say I hope you appreciate it, because I know you do. But the only thing I can ask you is that over the 3 days, you will support all the things they have organised for you. And I think that would be the best way of showing your appreciation. For my part, I'm looking forward to the rest of the evening, yet to come. And all I can say is thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for such a warm Donegal welcome. And good evening. God bless you all. And I officially declare the festival open.
Well, thank you very much, Twink. And may I add to all the congratulations that has been offered you, we must remember that Twink is to be married very soon. So may I, on behalf of the committee, on behalf of the community, wish Twink all the best, all the happiness, all the blessings for her future happiness to both Twink and David over here. Now we're down to business. This little book that I always hold in my hand annually every year is on sale at the ridiculously low price of 50 pence. So if anyone, this is the commercial, anyone who wants to buy can have one over here at the information office. 50 pence is good value. Now I understand, before we get on to the music that is lined up here for your entertainment later, there is some prizes to be presented. The first of the prizes is the pool competition. That was for the young people. Don't know, maybe they weren't all so young, but there is a pool competition for adults and juveniles. So could I have the results of the pool competition? And Twink will present the prizes to the winners. Will you do it yourself?
Before I start, I would like to thank the casino in Lifford for giving me use of the tables for the last 3 months. And now the results are under 12 runner-up, Edward Bertie Ballandred. Edward Bertie there anywhere? And the winner is Drew McLean Ballandred. Under 17 runner-up Edward McCoy. And the winner is in McGinley.
I'm getting very worried. I notice they're getting older and older as they come out.
Did you give me yet? Adults runner-up, Seamus Devaney. I don't think Seamus will be here, so somebody could be collected. I see Liam down there. He's taking a coat off. And the winner is ever popular Martin Gallagher. Just before I go, I'd like to thank everybody that completed the competition, and I look forward next year to see the same turnout.
Right, thank you. Congratulations to all prize winners. Now I have been handed a note here about a gold gate bracelet lost in Lifford this afternoon. If anyone finds this, please hand it into the guards or to any member of the committee. That's a gate bracelet. Now, what's the next competition? What? The gold gate bracelet. So now, rather than ask anyone who finds it, it has already been found. Whoever... Is that what we're looking for now? The owner? The owner, yes.
Just to add to Paddy's comments there, once again the standard was very high this year, and we had a good high number of entries. We just departed this year a wee bit from what we'd been doing in previous years, and that the people who have been winning this past 2 years were excluded from the main category, and they were put into a section on their own. Some people may feel that it may not have been entirely fair, but in a couple of years' time it should sort itself out when we have a previous winners section for each category. So I hope you'll bear with me now while I just read out the prize winners. We'll start with the country garden section. Number 1 here was Danny Turish, Moneen Ballandred. If Danny or his wife is here to collect the prize, if they'd come up to the stage, and through Lily Gallagher, Bella Vista, Drumboy. I saw Danny Turish there anyhow, and his wife, so... Yeah. Lily Gallagher.
Get up.
Take it back, Gracie. Wait, yeah, Lily Gallagher is on her way, so we'll await her arrival. The next section I have here is the town gardens, and that's confined to the town and the area within the town boundary. First prize here goes to Fiona McGirr, Drumby. And second prize, Tommy Patton, Gallows Lane. We'll move on now to the housing estates, and this was broken up into two sections. The first section dealt with the end houses, who have a slight advantage over the middle houses, who have a slightly smaller area to deal with. First in the end house section was Robert Brennan, Conaborough. And we had a tie for second place here between Kathleen Patton, also of Conaborough, and Danny McGavigan, Crowon Heights. So if we could have them both up here, we have trophies for both. Have we anyone here to collect the prize for Danny McGavigan?
Come on up, come on. Hurry up, hurry up.
Now the other section in the housing estates for the small plots. First prize, Marie McDade, Conaborough Road. And the second prize, Helen Foley, Crowon Heights. Now, as I said earlier, we put the previous winners into a section on their own, and the best garden out of the previous winners was Drew Gallagher of Ballindrate. Is Drew here this evening? Just two more special awards to deal with here. It's a new section we have this year. The prize for the best new entry goes to Eileen Patterson, the Hall Lifford. I think Jim's looking forward to the excuse to get up here anyhow. I think they just got hitched up there. Okay, we're just carrying on now. The final award here.
I've heard of excuses, but getting the old button caught in the loop is the oldest one I've ever heard.
The final announcement here, the prize for the best kept lawn, Alan Foley, Coniborough Road. So if we could have Alan up here to collect that concludes the business. Now, at time's running out, as I said, we'll have to call the next event because to get it over with as quick as possible. The next event is the Shop Wonder competition. And I must pay a very fine, worthy tribute to the people, the traders, the shopkeepers in the town for the way they have decorated the Shop Wonders. It's certainly a very fine display. It added very much to the appearance of the town. They must be complimented, congratulated, and I thank them very much for the effort they put into it. I understand Louise McGettigan is going to announce the winners of that competition. So I'll hand you over to Louise.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have the results of the Shop Window competition, and before I announce them, I'd just like to say that the judges give their highest praise to the business people of the town and highly commended each and every one of them. We had originally intended to give one trophy, but because of the very high standard, we have awarded 3. So I would like to announce them now in reverse order. Third place goes to K Fashions. Have we got a representative from K's Fashions, please? Second prize goes to Daily Supermarkets. Can we have someone to represent Daly's, please? Is Eamon Martin. Have we got Eamon Martin or any of the boys here?
That concludes the... Sorry. Yeah, come over here. Over here to the caravan. Now, that concludes the procedure.